Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eziel, Lancer on Feral Valley, and this is my weekly update number 3. Just going to talk about some things that are going on in Terra and some of the things that I'm working on here. So let's talk about Terra. I think probably the big thing right now is that we've got the Van Ark stuff that's going on. Basically, we've got the voting here in about 3 days. We're going to start voting on the different Van Arks. Unfortunately, at this time, there's not really a good way to find out who's running. Like going to the guild office, I tried to look in there. I didn't see any kind of information, so I'm actually going to try to put in like a ticket in Mosse and figure out if there's a different way, unless you guys have figured out a way to see the candidates other than through forums or anybody that's publicly said that they're running for the Van Ark system. But as far as seeing who's actually running to kind of gauge things right now, there's not really anything during the candidacy process. So it looks like you're probably going to have to wait to the voting side of things, which is going to open up on Friday to see who all is running. And it also looks like that we've got the specialty stores, the trade brokers, and the instructors, the tactics instructor and magic instructors in some of the areas are now down. They're not open anymore. So you're unable to do much of anything. You have to actually go to one of the major cities where there is no Van Arks and see if you can so you can do those different types of functions that you want to do. So another thing too, in conjunction with the Van Arks, is that we've got the Van Ark campaign poster contest that Terra is doing, just to put together something and then do a 200-word, I guess like essay or something on why you're running for the Van Ark and I guess what you plan on doing. You can check it out at the terra.anmase.com website. Just look at the Van Ark campaign poster contest section and check it out and submit. Maybe you'll win, maybe you won't. Who knows? But you'll never win unless you actually apply and try. Then we've also got, not only that, there was a recent patch that was released here probably about 4 or 5 days ago. It was just some basic cleanup stuff with the election things and odd bugs and typos and the long goodbye quest. And then, of course, there's a known issue with the potpourri pranksters. So those kind of just some little updates there. Hopefully we'll have some more updates here pretty soon. Now, one thing about the Van Ark system is if you go to the actual election calendar, they give you all the information as far as like when the actual Van Ark candidacy is going. They also give you the information on what you got to look for as far as like what is expected. Level 3, 20 members, 3,000 gold, 100 Cathartic awards. And then also what's really cool is they have a little section for the province information section. And so you've got the Southern Arun, Southern Shara, and Northern Shara province or continents. And so you can click on those, and what they do is they go through each of the 5 available Van Ark regions, and they give you a little bit of information on what type of BAMs are there, what kind of quests are there, what type of instances may be there. It just give you a bunch of different information, so that way if you're trying to decide which province or region you want to try to go to, maybe it'll make your life just a little bit easier and be able to check that stuff out. But it was pretty cool. I went and looked at it here earlier, and they have like a couple little cool things there, little maps and things with indicators on where certain instances and certain dungeons are at. And then as far as that, I did a video here earlier about 4 or 5 days ago. Of course, remember, the premium shops are actually open now as far as on Anmase.com or terra.anmase.com, so you can go purchase any of the additional premium services or novelty items. And so did a little bit of a video on that. Been watching some of the forums. There was a really good thread that we started. Had about 1,500, almost 1,600 comments. Almost 16,000 people have checked it out. But from what I can tell, a lot of people are a little bit more on the negative side with the novelty items. But, here nor there, you don't have to buy them. But I can definitely understand exactly why some folks are a little peculiar about that stuff. Now, another thing, too, that's been circulating around as far as on the forums for Terra, I've mentioned it a couple times here in the past with some of the other videos that I've done, is, of course, the dungeon instance matchmaking where basically the Lancers, just shame on them. They take advantage of the fact that they are so widely popular, and basically they say, boot the Berserker or boot the Archer or boot some class for whatever retarded reason, or else I'm not going to tank and I'll just sit here until y'all quit so I don't get the 15-minute cooldown or whatever the heck it is. So, if you're a Lancer, let's not do that. I mean, come on, guys. It's just a game. Let's do what we can to make the community a little bit better. I know there's some greedy guys out there and gals, and we can't stop everybody, but the only thing I'm going to mention is that as a Lancer, I ask all other Lancers to step up to the plate, be fair with everybody, and lead by example. As far as, because it's just kind of disheartening when you go look at the forums and you see, instance matchmaking, Lancer, blah, 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 Lancer, Lancer, Lancer. And it's just, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, good Lord, I love playing my Lancer. I love being that guy that everybody depends on. But it just kind of, makes you feel kind of, that there's people that are giving Lancers a bad name. So, do the best you can. And, we can't make everybody make anybody do what we, would like them to do. But at the end of the day, we can at least try to be better Lancers as best we can. So, as far as with what I am working on, I had a pretty productive week. We had quite a few things going on. Went through and created a bunch of different guides, trying to do at least one or two a day. And yesterday did the the questing made easy. It's actually uploaded. Go through and give some information on that, and then also the Van Art candidacy and becoming an outlaw. Some of the ones that I think are a lot of people had questions on. And then what we've got coming down the road is creating your own guild, crystals and crystal merchant / commands, and then how to get and spend your tokens. So look forward to seeing those coming out very soon in the near future. Right now, my wife is actually on vacation right now for a couple more days, and so I'm kind of stagnant on my leveling of my Lancer, and I'm actually just PvPing and doing some really cool things with a warrior, and just met up with a bunch of different people and doing some more recordings of PvP side stuff, because I know a lot of people are more interested in those things. So look forward to those videos and everything like that. And if you guys have any suggestions on any type of videos or any type of things you would like me to record or to help out with, leave a comment or send me a PM, whatever you want to do. Whatever's easier. My goal here is just to try to make things as pleasant as possible for new people, existing people, try to help everybody out. I know a lot of these things may seem a little mundane or really low level type stuff for folks, but at the end of the day, we've got lots of new people who've never played Terra, and hopefully this the context of what I'm putting together will be helpful for people. And of course, if there's any changes or things that need to be corrected, we'll comment and we'll try to redo some of the recordings down the road. So you guys let me know if you have any questions, comments, and I look forward to hearing from you. And also, happy hunting.